What the fuck up, world? Grand Rising, Grand Night. I just wanted to quote this out and just point this out because I was reviewing Dr. Tracy video. I had screen recorded her video, so if you see it, I mean, if you didn't get a chance to see it, go see it. But something stood out to me, like real, like you gotta understand, man. When we talking about energies, the energy that the American, so-called black African American holds, it runs the social society. You understand? I mean, it's very vague now because you have your TikToks and you have all this other shit going on. As far as everybody just taking a piece of the energy. But I wanted to point out why everybody, you know what I'm saying, just to see the plot and see how I think. You understand? It's just the whole simple fact. None of that energy, while you talking about African American and everybody came from Africa, none of that energy feels original. It's like a zebra. It's like a zebra with stripes. A zebra, by the way, is originally black. You know what I'm saying? According to y'all definition of black or whatever. But this shit is crazy because I'm sitting up here and like I said, that further shows you, just like the tiger, just like the lion, these certain animals are not in their indigenous habitat. You know what I mean? So they become aboriginal. You understand, to their environment. So with that being said, I wanted to point out that you got to understand that Africa was more of new age found black people. People who was supposed to be cultivated. People, you know what I'm saying, that we taught. You understand? We are so ancient. Like, why does everything roll off our back like that? You know what I'm saying? Why do we see shit how we see shit? Y'all gotta really go into it. That's because we are original. And it just tripped me the fuck out. Cause I sit up there and no shame to quote unquote African culture. I don't even like, listen man, we're gonna stop that narrative right now. We're gonna stop this black shit. We're gonna stop this African shit. And like I said, I always tell y'all, be your own researcher. Go and check out Africanus, man. Check out Africanus. Now, see, the weird thing about it is a lot of people depict this man as being, let's say, white. You understand? But what y'all got to understand is a difference between third world vision and definition. You understand? Because in the book, he was written as very powerful, right? Written as very powerful. You understand? As though he was a white person. See, that's the misconception that y'all got. There's no such thing as white and there's no such thing as black. But with that being said, the dude was black. This is why this shit is easy to hide. This is why it's easy to hide all the people who started your little Roman Empire, your monarchs, your all that pre shit. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy to hide. You wanna know why? Because what does more mean? Black. So I mean, it's just the whole. It comes down to simplicity. You know what I'm saying? We are dealing with words, and a lot of people don't want to understand that. But it's just it's a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? When the news come on and they talk about breaking news, you are immediately turned in. That's just an example. But what I'm basically getting at is y'all got to understand all the way back to the Dogon people. You understand? Because how y'all look at the world is northwest. I mean, north, south, east, west. You know what I'm saying? That west and that east is north and south to me. That's Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. You understand? When you talk about Asiatic, that word, it just period means all over the world. So my whole thing is like I know people who don't agree with me because they don't do their research. You know what I'm saying? But the whole simple fact is like if you do your research and you do your magic, you understand, you do your calculations, you do your math, then you will see that a lot of stuff that is presented to you is not adding up. Um so with that being said, it's more like I'm looking at it like this. The more that people realize that, you know what I'm saying, we don't have to run, my ips, you know what I'm saying, because this is our land. Like, get into your definitions. I remember I was in third grade, man. Like I said, when I was in third grade, we had the right definitions before we went outside and continued PE. You understand? So, and I was considered a slow rider because I always thought completion, like I said, was everything. So I didn't know about, you know what I'm saying, short term and a definition and giving a one word definition until I got older or whatever. So, but yeah, so I used to write the whole definition out of the book. But while I would miss PE, you understand, I would, you know what I'm saying, find a fascination for words and what they meant and what was the origin because like I told you, I used to write everything. So I meant, you know what I'm saying, the little, if you go to a definition book and you see they got the Latin culture and all that other shit, and Spanish meaning, they got origins to the shit. So I got a fine definition of the book. So as far as when Malcolm X came out, the movie, when Malcolm X came out, the movie, and that part where he was talking about the definitions in the book, and you know what I'm saying, it didn't hit me till years later, like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying, the simplicity is just the words that we use, you understand, and it's been hidden for a long time. You know what I'm saying? It's been hidden through what we call jewels. Jewels are what they call source of light. You understand? So these people been dropping these jewels amongst these people who understand it, and it just been flying over our head because we only have an understanding instead of understanding or overstanding. But one thing about the earth is this shit won't be unbalanced. The earth will never be unbalanced, so it will balance itself out. So all these people who tend to do the most, you know what I mean? And I mean, y'all know what current events are going on right now, but people who do the most, you know what I'm saying, they will stand out. They will be, you know what I'm saying, handled accordingly. Because how I look at what the so-called God is just the power. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we all God, so we come from the source. You know what I'm saying? We are the original demigods. You know what I'm saying? So the people who, I mean, that's a whole nother subject, but just to stay on subject, you know what I'm saying? If we come from the source, you know what I'm saying? Who, how in the hell, or whatever? How can anything be dictated? How can anything be dictated? You understand what I'm saying? But we have these people who done harvest our energy as far as like the last past 3 months, and they directing it to, you know what I'm saying, the same old shit. Like we're dummies. You know what I'm saying? This is why I refuse to pay those three casualties that happened over the last month. You know what I'm saying? Any attention because of the simple fact, like, yeah, we done been down this road. We done had the same people represent as far as you being crumps and all this other stuff. Like, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna give y'all my energy because I know it is a sick ass game. So with that being said, like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Because I refuse to have my energy lowered when these so-called people get off or get a lighter sentence or however you want to fucking look at it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it go all the way back to the Roman theology. You know what I'm saying? During the Christian Crusades, you know what I'm saying? It was just a whole simple fact. Like anybody who's not of color, and this rule is still intact today, the pompous bull. You know what I'm saying? Anybody of color. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta go check it. It's the Pompous Bull. But their mission was to off any motherfucking body who opposed them. You know what I'm saying? It's a church rule. A church rule. So when everybody think I be ranting, I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I really can back up the information, but like I say, I'm like Kanye West, so the information floating and it goes through my head, but I know what the fuck I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be telling motherfuckers like, subscribe, comment, cause I challenge your ass in that motherfucking goddamn comment box. I think it was another dude on another post. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to tell him that, you know what I'm saying, civilization. I didn't say life. I said civilization was started here on Turtle Island. You understand? To me, going into ancient mythology, you know what I'm saying, civilization was, you could say, started from the ocean. You could say it was alien life. You know what I'm saying? We were alien life brought down. Like, either way it go, it's just a substance that's here in the third physical form, which is melanin. You understand? Which doesn't exist nowhere on this earth. Plasma, which, you know what I'm saying? This shit holds DNA. DNA holds memories, codes, and all this other shit. If you don't believe me, go look at the movie Jurassic Park. You understand when they were talking about how they created dinosaurs? They tell you the truth. They know this shit. You understand? This is why I try to tell people we bacteria. We are walking, talking immune system. Do you know what an immune system is? That means to get used to. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a mask on your face, you can't get used to the environment around you. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's a whole nother subject. What I'm basically saying is, man, people, when we sit up here and you try to get the gist of this shit, it's cool if you enlightened and you woke and you know about certain shit that happened this time. But my whole thing is, just like my teacher used to say, we used to have to write current events. What was going on that day? You understand? They was training us and we didn't even know it. So let's try to be more current with our information. You know what I'm saying? Before we bring it to the forefront. I mean, let's try not to get too excited before, you know what I'm saying, we feel like we reveal some information, because I don't want anybody who is a truther to feel like, you know what I'm saying, or anybody to feel like they're regurgitating information. So with that being said, let's take our time. You know what I'm saying? We not going nowhere. We stay on the big old ass motherfucking oval liquid ass circle. So with that being said, let's just take our time and do this shit the right way, because these people are trying to follow steps, and like I said, this is a mystical world, so anything can happen. And I feel like I always felt, even though that evil is out there, I feel like it'll never prevail. It's just something that the universe won't allow. Well, I'm gonna wrap this video up, man. Like I said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed it. I was probably off in my moment. Like I said, I love to be in the moment, because that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, go check out the Navy SEALs. You understand? It's all about being aware, being what's going on. And I'm not saying I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? Because to be aware is to take action. Because I'm pretty sure if we was privy to everything that was going on, we would take the proper protocol to action. You know what I'm saying? But right now we talking, we rave, because we got a hint of what's going on, which is cool. So I mean, that should privy people to study, but it privies people to watch and claim and regurgitate. So with that being said, I mean, I want fellow people to shoot me information. I'll shoot you information. Either way it go, man, y'all gotta understand, when we on this internet and you call yourself so-called looking for that, you understand, and you know what I'm talking about, if you one of those people who are looking for that, you know what I'm saying, it's just that centerpiece, you know what I'm saying, that just has you at peace, you know what I'm saying, that makes everything around you non-existent. But I can go on for days, but long story short, like I said, man, this John Horse got an opinion, and how man, Grand Rising, man.